Boulevard at Rennie's Balloon Stop and the building next to the location. Suspects are seen climbing out of both windows, male Hispanic and a possible male black.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the newest installment of the Minority Report. As always, I am your head minority in charge, Gus. With me, as usual, is my biracial consigliere and heterosexual life mate, Jay Shell.
What it is, everybody? How's it going?
And along with our triad over here. You know you love me like a triad.
That sounds dirty.
He loves you like a Chinese mafia?
What the? Anyway, Caesar.
Racist motherfucker.
Caesar the rockabilly barber himself.
What's happening
Which,
now?
by the way, I need a cut, bro.
Yeah.
You need
I need a cut.
but man, like I need a cut. Like what? That name? Like that's a nice name.
I
That's
need
a
a
good
cut. I need a cut like was it? The giant roaches.
Right.
He goes, I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna cut you like you never been cut.
Those are some bad roaches. I blame the school system.
Joe's apartment?
Yeah.
No,
No,
that
from
was
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Oh.
They did a cutaway and it's two giant roaches, and they're like, "Hey man," he goes, "I cut you so bad you be cut." And then it cuts away. He goes, "Those are some bad roaches." I blame the school system. But you got to know these, bro. You got to know these. You got to get your pop culture degree.
I haven't really sat down and watched
How
TV,
dare you,
in
sir.
so long.
How dare you? If it's not Dragon,
Get in our level,
if it's not
man.
Dragon
No,
Ball Z,
actually, no, I do watch anime.
yeah, but it's only on Mexican TV. You watch
Yeah.
it, right?
That's
So
racist.
just Saint Seiya.
It's not.
Because I'm,
it's
but
not
it's
inaccurate.
true because I'm Mexican and it is a Mexican TV. So, you're
So
I'm
technically-
Wait, so it's on
racist.
the Mexican whoa stereo.
Radio.
That's another song.
Oh, is it?
You never heard that song?
Oh, I know, but you were singing it, and it's like that's a song. No shit, Shaft.
No Shit Shack. The
No,
shit,
Shaft.
Oh,
'Cause
there's
it's
no Shit Shack. I'm like, the Shit Shack.
Shit Shack, baby, shit Shack.
I'm headed down the brown highway.
I sleep.
Oh man.
Poop roof rusted.
Hi, yo.
I'm about to drop a turd and it's as big as a whale. And I'm about to go. Yeah. Oh, dude, we gotta write this. We gotta write
No.
Anyway.
Good God.
Oh, gosh.
the poop shack.
The poop shack.
All because of your awful hearing. You say Shaq? What? We need to get you that old timey horn that you put up to your ear, along with those bed gowns
What'd you say?
and those like little teacups with like the candle on them.
That's okay, dude. You know what though? I am getting older, but we know how I do to motivate myself to tell I kind of still look good. I look at a picture of Wilford Brimley at 50. Then I go, oh, I don't look that bad. Bro, Wilford Brimley, the diabetes guy?
God damn. Is that your
Oh,
catchphrase now?
diabetes.
I don't.
He was
I don't know.
he was 50 in Cocoon.
Yeah.
When
He was the same
in
age.
Cocoon. Bro, I'm serious.
Paul Rudd
Diabetes.
is the same age as him when he was in Cocoon.
He was 50 when he did Cocoon. I know. And he played a senior citizen in an old folks home
You can do it.
with Donna Michi. Fuck you. Bro, like I said, I look 5 years younger than you.
You'd be that Puerto Rican in Cocoon.
There was no Puerto Rican in Cocoon.
Was it
bro.
Puerto
There was
Rican?
no Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Who? Dave?
Oh, no, you know what I'm
Well,
thinking?
well, the closest
No,
was
I'm
Raquel
thinking,
Welch's daughter.
It was Gutenberg.
No.
Yeah.
What was
No,
it?
Raquel Welch's
Not
daughter.
Short Circuit. Was it Short Circuit? With the little flying saucers.
That was short. No,
No,
batteries
batteries not
included.
Batteries not
included.
included.
Batteries
Yeah,
not
that's what
included.
I was thinking. The
Yeah.
Puerto Rican there.
Yeah.
We all just
bad
look.
guy.
We all just look alike to you, huh?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you look more like your brother.
Wow. You know, speaking of brown folks that was bad guys in movies, Willie Lopez. He was great.
Willie Lopez.
You don't remember him from Ghost? He talked like this, man. You don't remember him?
Bro.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I've heard of Ghost. I don't remember him though.
No.
I remember mostly Tony Goldwyn.
He was the
the
guy.
main
He
bad
was
guy.
well, no, he was the guy that actually kills Patrick Swayze.
Right.
No, not Tony Gold. He
But
was
no, Tony Goldwyn didn't Tony Goldwyn hire Willie Lopez?
right
Yeah.
to Willie Lopez to kill
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Hey, talk like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the way his voice was. I saw
Yeah.
him do stand up in New York once.
He had the
And-
most stereotypical voice ever. I honestly, I thought that was just like an act.
No, that was
Like,
his
'cause you
voice.
know how-
that
yeah.
dude.
That was his voice.
Yeah.
When we went to go see him one night at the Comedy Cellar. He was headlining at the Comedy Cellar, and in New York, in Manhattan,
Mm.
and it's called the Comedy Cellar because
Oh,
it's in a
Jesus.
basement. And
he was a rough looking dude,
oh,
man.
dude, he was bad. Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
god damn,
oh,
he looked
yeah.
like Puerto Rican Gene Simmons.
Yo, he looked like a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
That's what he
Like
looked
a crushed pack of cigarettes.
He's,
You know,
he's
oh.
the kind of person you look at and go, "Hey, you smoke, right? Yeah. How can you tell?
You know what's funny? Luis Guzman is always mistaken for him.
What?
Yeah.
I just saw that.
Are
I
you
just saw
kidding?
something about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
He says like he's recognized for the most recognized role he has is Ghost, and he's not even in that.
Dude, Luis Guzman is 6 inches shorter than him.
Tell the
and,
fucking people that.
rounder.
and 100 pounds wider than him. Yo, you know,
Pachanga?
you know who reminds me of him? Of Willie Lopez. Remember the PJs?
Yeah.
The guy with the voice box.
Oh, I was about to say that other dude that was the what do you call it? The one that looked like Prince.
no,
like
no,
that
it was the
hoodie-
guy with the voice box.
Yeah.
yeah. No,
PJs
he's actually
Projects.
supposed to be Korean.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy Chang.
And he had the black wife.
Yeah. Yeah, who was the sister
Yeah.
of Eddie Murphy's character's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you never seen the PJs either, I bet.
Dude, that was a
What?
good show. It was okay. It was on for like a minute.
It was on
Yeah.
for like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
I
But it was
I was learning English at the time.
Shut up.
you could have learned English from PJs.
It was Eddie Murphy had this stop motion claymation show.
Yeah.
About living in the project. He
I
was
wanna
the
say I
super.
vaguely remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It was kind of like a Jeffersons type of show.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
had an all-star cast too.
High rise, low rent, y'all.
Yeah. Anyway, what I want to talk to you guys about today, speaking of TV shows, there's always shows that people. I was thinking about the reason I've been thinking about it is because my girlfriend and I have been watching Scrubs. We've been watching Scrubs. I've never seen the show. I saw clips here and there of Cox being an asshole, which
Is every show.
which I appreciate. Oh, dude, those
Oh, his
whistles.
whistle.
And that's legit.
Oh,
him
actually,
doing that.
I
that,
know.
Actually, there was a story about that. So the actor John C. McGinley, he was
Yeah.
doing that as a reference to the Sting with Steve McQueen.
Yeah, Steve McQueen.
Well, was-
no, the Sting is Jackie Gleason and Paul Newman.
Paul Newman, right?
Paul Newman and Robert.
I knew
Redford.
it was like a heartthrob from back in
Yeah,
that
Robert
day.
Redford and Paul Newman. the
Yeah.
Sting,
But no, that was a reference to like the way one of the characters in the Sting would whistle. So
Yeah.
that was like a callback to
But
that.
I remember him doing that whistle in what's the other one we played? A
Plut-
cowboy.
Well, he was in Platoon and he did it.
No,
Every
no,
movie
it
he's
was a
been in.
comedy. It was a comedy.
Oh, I
It was a
don't
show.
A show where he played a cowboy.
Yeah.
Not Simon and Simon, was it?
No.
No.
Anyway, but going on Scrubs, the only thing that I've seen. So we started binge watching it, and on the it made me think we're like 5 seasons in, and the character you're supposed to sympathize with, I guess, because he's like the central character more than anything, is JD, played by what's his face,
Zach Braff.
Zach Braff.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it was weird when I found out he was dating Florence Pugh,
Yeah.
because it's like, huh?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Right.
Then when I saw their age difference, I go, oh, okay, makes sense now. Makes sense now. You know, not okay, but it makes sense.
Well,
now.
there's always been like those odd pairings. Like, what's his face? Rick Ocasek from The Cars and Paulina Periscova.
Yeah, but at least they were close to no, they weren't close to the same age. Never mind.
No.
I think he was like 30 years older than
Yeah, and he looked like a corpse.
he did.
Yeah.
He did. He looked like if you put Peter Gabriel in the dryer.
Right? Or hell, he looked like fucking Ermac.
He looked like a dehydrated
Dude, he looked like
messed up.
dude. He looked like Ermac from Mortal Kombat when you beat the souls out of him.
He looked like if Howard Stern lost weight. Anyway,
He looked like Fonzie and Chemo.
and we're saying that motherfucker's ugly as fuck.
Rick Ocasek's probably hearing this, like fucking dicks.
I think Rick Ocasek, Howard Stern, and Joey Ramone all the same person.
Oh yeah, they just changed each other's wigs, like the guy from Avatar. Oh, you must be talking about my brother.
Yeah,
change his
and
hat.
Howard Stern wanted to kill him off. So.
Why? Like the Highlander? There can only be one.
There can be only one.
Only one giant Adam's apple.
Yeah, no. So,
But anyway,
yeah. Going back to what I was saying,
yeah.
do you want you to sympathize? I guess with JD and it's his story or whatever because he does the narration. He's a dick.
Yeah. No,
And it was funny though because when I preconceived notion of the show was Cox was supposed to be this asshole. Cox is actually one of the nicest people on the show
Yeah.
if you think about. Because like the first episode I'm watching, and I'm like, wait, he's not like the character I thought at all.
yeah.
No, everything he does
it's to help people.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the story
Yeah,
behind
there's a reasoning.
Well,
behind it.
the story behind Cox is that because when he first started at Sacred Heart, he was just like JD, very optimistic, very like gun ho and everything. It's just like the politics and what's his face, Kelso.
Yeah.
All the bullshit
He's become
made
very
him cynical. Yeah.
My favorite one is still with Heather Graham. He goes, people are just people are
God.
hard on the outside and they have a soft, gooey, nougaty center. He's like, you know what people are, lady? People are bastards. Bastard-coated bastards with a bastard filling.
That was the one thing that him and Kelso agreed on.
He goes,
Did you not remember that?
Yeah. Then he goes over and tells them, he goes, that's lie. People are bastards. He goes, that's what I told
See,
her.
Heather Graham's character, she is like, and I've said this before, she's a character that you might like on the show, but if you know her in real life, you would hate her. Because
You
she
know
would-
what's funny? My
Yeah.
girlfriend said the same exact thing.
Yeah.
The
Who
same
that wrote
exact
the-
thing.
Yeah.
She
the
was
Puerto Rican.
No. She was Heather. You know who the Heather Graham is?
Boogie Nights?
Roller girl from Boogie Nights. She comes
Felicity
in,
Shagwell?
She comes in for a little while to be the hospital psychologist or
You need to pull it
psychiatrist.
up on the screen.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be the hospital psychiatrist, but she's like this hippie dippy
Oh, okay,
type.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
she's
yeah,
always-
yeah, yeah.
always wearing
I do remember
flip-flops.
her now.
And he goes, everywhere she goes, she just makes people happy. She walks in.
Yeah.
She's a quirky girl. She's like, think of any Zoe Deschanel character and give her the fucking Bane Venom.
Yep.
That's
What
her.
Was it her in Kingpin?
No, that was
No,
Vanessa
no,
Angel.
No, that was Vanessa Angel.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she was in Boogie Nights and she was in The Spy Who Shagged Me
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
with Austin Powers.
Mhm.
So, which is pretty much, I think, a lot of what she's done. I haven't really seen much of it. But
Pretty
anyway,
much. Yeah.
so JD is an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, starting off with one, he sleeps with Cox's wife. I
He
know
didn't know that,
who it was,
yeah.
but still, he tried to hide it from him.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you can't blame him. Cox is a very scary individual, so he could punch a hole through JD's soul.
I mean, you could. Not
That's
saying
a-
that-
yeah. I mean, the midget-
my daughter could.
Yeah.
JD doesn't come off as the toughest character. on
I'm
the
just
show.
saying he would have been murdered.
He's the Ross Geller
Yeah.
of Scrubs.
Oh, we're gonna get into that motherfucker too. Yeah.
So, but he
What's wrong with
he's-
Ross?
What?
What did Ross do?
everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway,
Mm.
so he comes off. He's supposed to come off as this likable character and quirky. He kind of comes off as an asshole.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, then he sleeps with the dude that's in a coma's wife.
Oh, the Tasty Coma wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
First of all, coming up with the name Tasty Coma wife.
Yeah.
fucking gross.
Like her
already.
husband is clinging on to life.
and you're supposed to be his doctor.
Oh, he's a fuckboy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
exactly.
no.
Yeah,
Okay,
most
so
definitely always was.
so when I was younger, when I started watching Scrubs when it first aired, I was like team JD. You know, like I thought he was cool and
Right,
everything
right,
and
right.
funny. But I was a fucking kid.
Yep.
So as I grew older, I was like, I fucking hate this guy. And you know what it is? It's because of the charisma of Zach Braff.
Yeah.
He was designed to be the not only the protagonist, but like that lovable protagonist. So he hides all the shitty things that he's done.
And you know when he really took the heel turn for me? When I was like, you're an asshole. Elliot falls in love with this dude, the guy that's like
Sean.
a conservationist. Yeah, Sean.
Yeah. Oh, the dolphin guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she falls in love with him and she wants to move on with her life with him.
Mm-hmm.
And JD comes in and convinces her that she really wants to be with him.
Yeah.
She leaves the dude, sleeps with JD, and he goes, "Oh, JK, I don't really love you."
Wasn't that before Carla and Turk's wedding?
Yeah.
So he brought
He's-
that negative energy
Yep,
to
their
his
wedding.
best friend's
Yeah, he
wedding.
was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
just kidding. I don't love you."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Motherf-
piece of shit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Oh.
So you watched the series?
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah, and
So
he.
I think I've gone to like fourth, maybe fifth season.
Well, we're in the 5th season now, but if he doesn't get any better, he's just gonna stay a piece of shit.
The
And
one
then,
thing
and
I
then on
pull-
top of that, he kisses his best friend's wife.
Yeah.
And wants to hide it from
Yeah.
him. Like motherfucker.
Mm.
The one thing that I did pull from that I'd want is a toilet on top of the roof.
Oh,
A roof
yeah.
toilet.
Yeah.
See, but that
Toilet.
wasn't him. That was the janitor.
Yeah.
Right.
The
but
janitor
still,
came up with a roof
See,
toilet.
now you understand why the janitor fucks with him. So
Oh, yeah.
I think the janitor has a really good like douchebag detector.
the janitor just wants peace, I feel like.
No, he just wanted to fuck with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
He,
yeah,
he
yeah.
went,
he's a-
he,
no, no.
he went like this. Who's the biggest asshole? Oh, you
See,
are.
So he was right there telling us
See-
that who was
JD's
the biggest
the
asshole?
asshole.
JD. Yeah, you're right.
Well, he wasn't the only asshole in there, but JD was the,
The
easiest
biggest.
target.
No, he said the biggest
Yes.
asshole.
Well, still, there's a lot of big ass assholes.
Well, Bob Kelso.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
he's the Omega Alpha asshole.
Oh, and this
He's
the thing is,
fucking
they each
hilarious,
have
though.
little Bob Kelso.
Yeah.
This is the part. This is the one I started hating him. I know so there's sometimes when the show hits you emotionally.
Yeah.
it gets to you.
Mhm.
Like when he gave the experimental cancer treatment to the rich guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then when they showed the poor older man getting covered in blanket because he died because he refused to let Cox put him in
Yeah.
to the trial. I'm like, fuck you, Bob Kelso. Fuck you forever.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
it'll get you a little further in the season. I forgot.
Yeah.
Don't
Forgot
say
there's
nothing.
some things I know.
Yeah, no, but there are some episodes where you're like, damn, dude, that hit hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like when JD, not JD, but the first time Turk lost somebody in surgery, I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's like, this shit hits you
No,
sometimes.
no.
But that's the appropriate time, I feel like, to instill those emotions into
Well,
the
yeah, well,
public.
see,
Because
yeah.
it's not you put comedy behind it.
Well,
That dude died.
Yeah, you know the thing is that it was a great mix of drama and comedy. It wasn't very like. I see it as like the antithesis to Boy Meets World. Like that show to me didn't have a really good sense of identity because sometimes it'd be wacky comedy than drama. They really did not blend it well.
You know when Cox won me over, he's fucking
Platoon?
He's the funniest part of the whole fucking show.
Yeah.
I sit there and I literally my girlfriend's had to pause the show because he said some shit and I just stopped and I'm like, I can't because
Can't breathe.
Especially when he's calling JD here, Becky. He's
Or
like,
no, his favorite one is Barbie.
Samantha.
Barbie.
No,
Yeah.
Barbie is
Oh,
Barbie's
yeah,
Elliot.
Barbie, yeah.
No, he calls him Samantha, Becky, Shannon. He comes up with all. He goes, this week I'm going to call you by famous pop stars' names, Brittany.
See, that's the one thing that did not age about Cox though was
What?
the girl names used as pejoratives.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. But
Yeah.
it's funny as fuck at the time.
Yeah.
But when he won me over was when he was fighting Elliot on it. He goes, the reason why he was lying about a patient needing a certain procedure so he can pay with the insurance for another patient's procedure that didn't have insurance. And she called him out and fucking told Kelso about it. And he's like, you know why I was lying? Because they don't have insurance and now they're gonna die. And she's like, I'm like, yeah, asshole. And I'm like, Cox, you my boy, yo. You my boy.
Yeah.
Besides that, him and the dynamic between him and his wife,
Yeah.
hilarious.
You know what's funny
Him
is
and
that,
Jordan?
Yeah, they have the craziest relationship because they're both the same person. They're both very like snarky.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
both cynical and all that. But when they act lovey-dovey, when they act actually coupley, it's kind of weird.
Yep.
But
Like, speaking of like, when we just watched the episode where Cox's sister comes to visit.
Oh, you mean the sister-in-law?
No, his sister.
Oh,
his sister
okay.
comes to visit.
I don't remember her.
Which, fun fact, she's Robert Kennedy Jr.'s wife. Yeah, the one that played Cox's sister.
Right. I don't remember her.
Yeah,
but,
that she's all Jesus-y.
Oh,
She's a born
gotcha.
again?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan comes out and goes, oh, you know what? And she says this whole heartfelt emotional thing. And she goes, wouldn't it be hilarious if I was really like that? She goes, oh, yeah, no, it wouldn't just be right at all. It's like, she comes up with this heartfelt thing, and then she looks at me and goes, it wouldn't be right if I was like that at all. No, not at all. It's like, that's fucking funny. Dude, and not for nothing, and my girlfriend and I agree, she is the best looking woman on the show. Cox's wife.
Oh, Krista Miller.
Yeah, best looking woman on the show.
Yeah, fun fact
Hands
for our listeners: first woman to ever pose on Maxim, the American version.
Yep.
Yeah,
In Maxim?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was in Drew Carey too. She played Drew Carey's best friend
Yeah.
and love interest.
and it's
Yeah.
funny you mentioned
That's
Drew
believable.
because it's funny you mentioned Drew Carey because on the cover she was wearing the Cleveland Indians jersey and nothing else.
But she's fucking hilarious, and their
Yeah.
dynamic, dude. Their energy together.
Yeah.
I could have watched the show with just them.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking
Honestly,
hilarious.
I would. Honestly, I'd rather.
And when
hon-
she says shit like heartwarming to Cox, he's
Yeah.
like, "Argh," like,
Yeah.
like it's killing him inside.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can relate to that with Dr. Cox and everything
Yeah.
with those over schmaltzy moments.
Yeah.
Like it gets to the point it's like, god damn it.
Yes.
It's like kryptonite to him. Actually, the way he reacts to it is like when you show kryptonite to Superman.
Yeah, I love when he proposed a divorce to her. Mm-hmm. He goes, Jordan, will you do me the honor of divorcing me? Because I thought you'd never ask.
So
When they found out they were still married.
You know, a great character and the one that actually puts Cox in his place and actually she made him apologize to her was Laverne.
I love Laverne.
Laverne is awesome.
I love Laverne.
Laverne is every auntie I had on my dad's side of the family, but the moment that made me like respect Laverne is that because Dr. Cox was he was openly atheist,
Right.
and he used to mock her religious beliefs,
Right.
and she tells him the reason why she's religious is because to help her get through the days working at the hospital, seeing all that death, seeing all that sadness. And she pretty much pulled a Dr. Cox, went on a long rant on him.
Right.
So she fought fire. And so he actually apologized.
Right.
And it was a legit one. It wasn't like a a half-ass Mel Gibson style apology. It was like a legit, I am very
Right.
sorry.
No, yeah, I get it. And
Yeah.
he's done that once in a while,
Mm-hmm.
but my
But
was
not
it-
with the level of Laverne.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, my other one is also who I feel kind of fucking bad for is Ted.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, Ted the lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, every time you see him, it's
He's
like,
like, hey, how's it
Oh,
going, guys?
Dude, he
Dude,
looks
the one that-
like dude.
Was he always coming out of the elevator?
the episode.
No, he was more like hi.
No. I'm
Yeah.
saying like I
Almost
remember every
every time
time
you
they
see-
introduce him into the scene,
Kinda.
he's always coming out of the elevator or something.
Do you know who's his brother?
Uh,
No, Dr. Brown. Chris Lloyd. It's Marty, kid.
That's
It's
his
Christopher
brother?
Lloyd?
That's his
For
brother.
real?
That's Christopher Lloyd's brother.
Oh, Sam Lloyd.
Yeah, that's his
Ah.
brother.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
Yeah. So anyway,
Wow.
my girlfriend, she was shocked and she's like, "Oh my god!" When they had him on the roof, he goes, "Maybe today will be the day," and he's gonna go to step off.
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm like, how are they having this?" It's like, oh my god! He's like, "Maybe today will be the day I get the guts." And he's like, "I'm like, oh my god, dude!"
And then who walks?
like,
Somebody
that's
walks
fucking-
up, right?
Well,
Yeah, that's
Down-
fucking
on
dark.
the bottom, somebody walks up. I remember when he's doing that.
Oh, it's Kelso, Bob Kelso.
Yeah.
And when he steps back off, Bob Kelso goes, "Coward."
yeah.
See, and that was the beauty about Scrubs. They would
Oh, dude,
they
you watch that
handled
show again.
they handled like very very like intense
topics.
dark topics, but with like a really good mix of sensitivity and
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like an edgelord joke.
I'm glad also I hate the will they won't they type of fucking shows.
I hate that too. Yeah.
So
they
I'm
won't
glad
talk
they
about
had
certain things?
they had Turk and fuck, what's his wife's name?
Oh, Carla.
Turk and Carla.
Yeah.
A couple from the beginning, and didn't go do the whole will they won't they. You see their relationship progress in a positive way. And what's the only thing that was a negative in their relationship?
JD, because
fucking D.
Carla actually said, "I have nightmares of you leaving me for JD."
Joe, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't, you know what? I wouldn't blame her
Yeah.
because he was a cock blocker in their marriage.
Right. They were really codependent of each other, Turk and JD.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You know, their dynamic, the two actors, hilarious.
Well, and that's why
but their characters' relationships super unhealthy.
a lot of people, and a recurring gag was people would confuse them as a gay couple.
oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
Like we just watched the one with that. It was with Colin Farrell.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that nice little gay couple out
He
there.
goes, hey, and I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
He goes, I support you loving each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? We're not a couple. Okay.
Or Molly Shannon, she says, yeah, I was having a hard time, but I was assisted by that adorable gay couple out there.
I love when Colin Farrell leaves. They're all mad at them, and they're like, "You owe us one hot Irish dude."
Right. Oh, I remember when Turk said like, oh, he'll be there with his Irish brother. He's like, wait a minute, when you mean brother, you mean brother or brother? And he's picturing just a black leprechaun.
And it's
For shizzle me nizzle. Da, 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 da.
or when he imagined Turk dressed like a leprechaun, fucking doing an
Yeah,
Irish.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Irish jig.
Yeah.
It's like wow.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, your brother." He goes, "Oh, it's not my brother." He goes, "I kicked his ass in a bar fight last night, not come out." He goes, "I just want to make sure he's okay." He's like, "What?" He just admitted to assaulting this dude.
Well, he's chaotic evil. Oh no, chaotic good. Chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, it's fine."
You know what show was similar but not with the comedic value was House. And so
House
House-
is kind of like the anti.
No,
Yeah.
House is
Anti-Scrubs.
basically if Dr. Cox was the lead of a show.
lead.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there was
and
a
that's
lot
what
of
I'm saying.
A lot of
Because it's got
comparisons.
the token black guy and
Yeah.
the white guy.
Well,
and
here's the
their,
thing.
You know,
I see
the
Greg.
ex-wife thing.
I see Gregory House if Dr. Cox really embraced the dark side.
Yeah.
Because if I had to use like Star Wars terms, Dr. Cox is that gray Jedi, whereas House is just straight up
Yeah.
Sith.
You know, one of my favorite scenes from House, not to get off track,
Yeah.
was when I've only seen a clip of it though. When the girl comes in and she has this thing where she doesn't feel pain.
Mm-hmm.
She feels no pain at all, and he's like, and so the doctor touches her
Oh yeah,
with a
he's
swab,
full-
Yeah.
and she goes, He goes, she has so and so. She doesn't feel any pain. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, it's X degrees inside. She's not shivering and she's still wet. He goes, when you hit her with a cotton swab, she went towards it instead of away from it, which is a weird way to show that you don't feel any pain. And he's like, she's faking it. He's like, oh, you don't know. He whacks her with his fucking cane. He
Yeah.
goes, see? He goes, I can hit her again if you want. He's like- I was like, yeah, you're right. That's kind of what Dr. Cox would do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
He
yeah.
goes, she doesn't feel any pain. Punch her in the head. See?
See?
Want
Which
me
they
to do it
did that
again?
in Family Guy. Like when Peter was in a coma, he doesn't feel anything, and he starts like punching him. No, not Peter.
Talladega
Carter.
Nights.
Carter.
I can't feel my leg.
You know what
He's
that
like-
reminds me of? Reminds me of Click.
Oh, when he kept farting into David Hasselhoff's face.
Oh, he kicks him. He kicks Sean Astin.
Like smacks him.
No, he kicks Sean Astin repeatedly.
Yeah.
In the
Yes.
He pause it. Ah!
Or when he panses him at the wedding, and he's still wearing those Speedos when he was a swim instructor. Oh, man.
Oh, dude. No, that's just he was better in 51st Dates. He goes,
Yeah.
He goes. I'll take your peanut butter cups. He felt like this the whole time.
Oh,
Fucking Sean
man.
Astin. Who
Dude,
knew
I
Sean
love-
Astin was that funny?
I'm
I
right.
love that movie.
Yeah.
That's literally my favorite movie.
Which one? Click or 51st Dates?
51st
Yeah.
He goes,
Dates.
hey, peanut butter. Was it? Hey, peanut butter cup. Fucking,
He's like, you want, what do you say? Waffles with Reese's peanut butter cup on top?
He goes, I'll put some peanut butter cups on it.
He's like,
He goes,
what? No.
All they really serve is spam and eggs.
Yeah, spam and eggs.
I love when she calls him. He goes, coming. He grabs a big ass cleaver. I was like, bro, you about to get Samoan sliced. Anyway, so
Yeah.
JD is a piece of shit.
It's Hawaiian,
Yeah.
not Samoan.
But yeah,
But he that motherfucker was Samoan.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
so JD is a piece of shit.
Mhm.
I don't know if he's gonna get any better in the series, but he's kind of like already shit the bed.
I don't
want to.
I could tell you,
don't,
but
don't,
yeah.
don't.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Although, okay, you know what episode did kind of make me feel a little for him?
Mm.
A little. No, a little, not much.
His father.
When his father dies,
Yeah.
when his father dies,
Mhm.
and then his brother ends up sleeping with Elliot.
Yeah, his brother was a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like his brother was as bad as worse as JD.
I mean, come on,
But
his brother
is
played
that why the character has the issues is because of the brother?
More than
because
likely.
of the father.
Yeah.
It all goes back to his father. How his father was a failed salesman, and he kind of wasn't there for his kids. So
Yeah.
they were raising themselves.
He was basically a deadbeat.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a non-supportive father.
So he didn't really have that strong, like, father figure in his life. That's why he's
But-
that's why he's so gravitated to Dr. Cox.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
has daddy issues.
Yeah.
But what made me love Cox even more was when he opens up in the sister episode to say that the reason why his sister thinks she hates him, he hates her because she became born again. He goes, I don't hate you because you're religious, and I'm an atheist. I can't see you without thinking back of the shit we went through with our drunken, abusive father, and seeing you reminds me of the times when he would get drunk and beat us. I was like, that's why I
That-
can't see you.
dude,
And
when
I
the-
sat down. I was like, I want to hug him.
Dude,
I
when
want to
the
hug him.
dude, I'm saying, man, when the
I want to
show,
embrace Percy.
dude, the show left no crumbs when it went dramatic.
Oh, no,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah.
most
And he goes, he goes, oh, Dawn's a stupid name. She goes, whatever, Perry. It's like, and then you come to find out his name is actually Percival.
Percival
It's like,
Cox.
Oh God,
Person.
that poor man. Not only was his father an abusive drunk, he named him Percival.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well name him
Born
Sue.
in Sue.
I'm saying.
But yeah.
Or what about the fucking Bob Kelso? I can't remember his last name without saying his whole name.
Yeah.
Bob Kelso.
It's like Kate Bishop. Oh, hello, Bob Kelso.
Bob Kelso.
Yeah.
When he thinks Turk's name is Turkleton.
Right.
He goes, you think my
Wait.
name is Turk?
Turkleton.
Bro, and to find out that Turk's name is what his middle name? It is a real, like,
Who's Turks?
Turk's middle name. You wouldn't think that was his middle name. It's like, yeah, no.
It doesn't say it on the.
What about JD? Heather Graham starts calling him Johnny. And he just goes with it. Vince. No, is it Vince?
No, wait.
Turk's?
Um,
Turk's middle name.
no. I'm
It's yeah.
well, actually, did they ever reveal Turk's little name?
They did.
Yeah.
They did. They say when his mama shows up.
Yeah. Well, who played his mom again? I'm trying to remember. I
can't
know.
remember his mom.
They usually get like big name actors
I hate
to
it
play.
when his brother was D.L. Hughley.
Yeah.
I can't stand D.L. Hughley. I don't think D.L.
I've-
Hughley's funny.
Duncan.
Yeah.
Christopher Duncan Turk.
Christopher Duncan.
Wow.
That was it. When he said Duncan, he goes, his
Yeah.
father really like donuts. He's like, stop telling people that. Because JD would tell people that his father really liked donuts. That's why he called them Dunk. He goes, stop telling people that. That's not the truth. And he goes, oh, and by the way, I also think Faison made a deal with the devil too. Because that motherfucker don't age either.
Well, black don't crack.
Ah, whatever. But
Well, it's true.
there's some.
I see some hateration there. Oh, whatever.
There's some. Can't think of one right now, but there's
Uh-huh.
some. Well, what's his name? Faison. God, what's his first name? I can never remember his first name.
Donald Faison.
Donald Faison. Yeah. he-
A.K.A. Murray from Clueless. Like, those are like the two big roles I remember him is Clueless and Scrubs.
Yep. No, him and Carla have a good dynamic too. They're just all around honestly, I like the show in spite of JD,
Yeah.
not because of him.
Their characters, I don't want to spoil it, but their characters do jump the shark a little. I'm not going to go into full details and everything.
Right.
But that goes on with shows that go on for like longer than
long?
6 seasons. Yeah. Character dynamics start to go into the shitter.
Yeah.
And you start to hate your favorite characters to the point where you only stop after the last season that was good.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's certain shows that they should have a cap to them.
Yeah.
They don't need to go on any longer.
How I
You
Met
know
Your
who had a
Mother's
cap
one.
on every character.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
That's
They
right.
fucking just killed
Yeah.
everybody.
But no, like now that you mentioned shows that should have had a
Everybody died.
it was like the Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
You get a death. You get
Yeah.
a death. Well, you know how you knew who the next character to die on Game of Thrones was going to be? The one that you liked. Oh, I like him.
Yeah.
Dead.
Dead.
Oh, I'm falling in love
Yeah.
with this character. Dead.
Yep.
That's why when Tyrion Lannister, I was like, they're making him too nice.
See, and I've always hated that type. It went from like legit surprises to like make sure that you're on the edge of your seat to just shock value.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't really help serve the story. It's just like George R.R. Martin being like an edgelord.
The only one I kind of called was when they killed Jon Snow. I was like, he ain't staying dead. Nope,
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah.
No. And then when they brought him back, I was like, see?
Well,
Told you.
well, he's the most popular actor. He's a heartthrob,
And he's the most popular character.
Yeah.
Period. Yep.
And it's
They
all,
can't-
well, it's also more. He's a heartthrob
Well-
because like the people will like. Though it's almost
We know
like
your opinion.
I think
yeah.
between
Well,
him-
he's hot.
I think between
I
him
love that
and-
you're trying to make that.
have
into a
you
gotcha.
have you not seen him in Pompeii,
Yeah.
No.
bro?
Jack?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He is shredded. His body. You're like, damn, Jon Snow. I need to do laundry.
Yeah.
like,
But anyway, but like with
but JD is not the only character on TV shows like that.
Yeah.
He's probably the prototypical of that, where it's like you're supposed to like him, but you kind of fucking hate him.
Actually, I would say like JD's predecessor is Ross from Friends.
Oh yeah.
No, because at
Oh, yeah.
first, yeah.
So why do you guys? What's the
Okay.
deal with Ross?
He'll explain. I
Yeah.
have my opinions on it too, but go
Okay,
ahead. Give
so
me yours.
so in the '90s, you know, being the sensitive guy was in.
Yeah.
Like there was like a surge of the
What they
paradigm.
call the drizzle moment now, or the movement? Have you heard of that?
No,
No?
but
It's kind of like the it's you know what they goofed on it was in that Brendan Fraser movie.
Oh, Bedazzled.
Bedazzled.
Yeah.
Where he says, "I
Brendan
want to be."
Fraser comes out on Scrubs.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another
Mhm.
heartbreaker. Yeah, we got through that one too.
Oh, you saw it already?
Oh, yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah, I called it when at the end he's like, I said he's dead,
yeah.
Bro,
and my
that
girlfriend
hit
goes,
me
he goes, what do you
hard.
mean? I was like, he's dead.
Mm.
And then when they
turn around and
when he
he's
turns
not
around,
there?
JD goes, who are you talking to? I'm like,
Daddy,
Brendan, don't go. He goes, don't go. Brendan Fraser, bro.
Yeah.
Who said anybody got something? Brendan Fraser's one of those people that if somebody got bad to say about something about them, they the bad person.
Well,
Anyway.
that agent.
Yeah, but Ross.
Yeah.
Ross.
Yeah. But anyway, but yeah. So
back to Ross.
yeah. So, but yeah, so he was supposed to be like those like prototypical '90s sensitive guys, you know, like he got left by his wife, and you know
You were supposed to feel bad for him.
Yeah. And so, but then came the whole Ross and Rachel relationship, which, by the way, is the most toxic TV relationship ever.
It went from will they, won't they to please God, no.
Oh yeah, and that was the whole crux of the show. And honestly, I think that was like the weakness of the show was having it on centered on a toxic couple because he grew to be manipulative, very possessive, very passive aggressive. He basically was an abusive spouse.
But you know the fans caused that?
Oh yeah,
Because the show.
fan-
Do you know what the couple was supposed to be originally? The show was going to be centered around their will they, won't they? Joey and Monica.
yeah.
It was supposed to be originally Joey and Monica, will they, won't they?
Yeah.
I could see that.
But then they turned it into, because Chandler became such a more popular character, it was Monica and Chandler.
Yeah.
And then the whole Ross and Rachel thing became the center of the universe because everybody loved it.
Yeah, those fans suck.
Oh, yeah.
Because no. Actually, I had a debate with a friend of mine after Friends ended. We had the whole because I was team Joey and Rachel.
Yeah.
And because my friend was team Ross and Rachel.
Ross, Rachel.
And I told him like why Joey and Rachel made a great couple because they supported each other. They help each other grow. Like Joey supported Rachel to like chase her dreams, even though it would be losing her.
Yeah.
She at least be finding like her happiness and everything.
The only sane one was Phoebe.
Which is saying a lot because she was insane.
Because she went outside the friend group and went, y'all motherfuckers.
Oh,
need
yeah.
Jesus."
Honestly,
she's the only one that went outside the friend group.
They were basically
She's the only one that didn't fuck somebody inside the friend
they were
group.
basically Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it her that was in the show with Tom Selleck?
No.
That was
Courtney
Monica.
Cox.
That was Monica.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
So
Phoebe didn't date anybody in the friend group.
Yeah.
She's the only one that didn't.
Yeah, she went with Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would every time she dated somebody, whether it was the gay ice skater.
Mm-hmm.
She did. She was married to the gay ice skater.
Yeah. But yeah, so but yeah, and what was it? Rachel helped Joey with his sister with the pregnancy and everything. Basically, they felt like a real couple. They actually had like better chemistry.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? My friend was like Team Ross and Rachel, but like, oh well, they have a kid together, so they stay together, which is really fucked up
and then
thinking.
when Joey taught Rachel, "Bye, far Napoli."
Yeah. But no, that's a fuck. See that?
No, yeah.
So my friend represented the toxic mentality of the fans who
Exactly.
supported that because you're saying, oh wait, so the daughter Emma should be the pillar of their marriage, should be the reason why they should stay together.
Exactly.
That's unfair to put on a
Yep.
kid.
Well,
that
see,
always works.
My thing
right?
is about Ross was because he was kind of fucked up because he covered up a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, like the character that was more tormented about his feelings was Chandler
Mhm.
because like he felt like he betrayed his friend because he slept with his sister
Mhm.
and then he fucking killed him. He
And-
was tortured by it.
Yeah.
And then when he was falling in love with his best friend and roommate's girlfriend,
Mhm.
he was dying inside because he wanted her and she knew he was perfect for her, but he wouldn't betray Joey that way. And he even sat inside a box for all of Thanksgiving because he betrayed Joey. And what did Joey do to punish him? I want you to sit inside a box. And it was only for kissing his girl.
Yeah.
And that made a great episode too because he kept
Yeah.
knocking on the box. It's like,
Honestly, Joey was.
I don't hear any thinking in there.
Actually, if you think about it, Joey was the only real one when it came to like the male friends.
He was.
Because he wanted to be with Rachel, but he knew about the history and even asked Ross's permission.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Ross had no right to tell him no.
Yeah. Oh no, because he cheated on Rachel, all that shit,
Yep.
and everything.
He even stepped back when Ross and him were both going after the only black person that was ever on Friends,
I'm saying, Charlie, Alicia,
Charlie.
Alicia.
Alicia Tyler.
Yeah.
She plays she does the voice of Lana on Archer.
Oh.
She
Yeah.
hosts Who Line Is It Anyway now?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
she went with Greg Kinnear,
Yeah.
like even whiter than Ross and Joey.
They both meet her on the street. She's moving in, and they both try to help her move in. So Ross meets her separately from Joey, and it turns out that she is also a doctor. She's a professor like Ross of paleontology. So Ross wants to hook up with her, but so does Joey. And she starts dating Joey, but realizes she has nothing in common with him because Joey's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So then she hooks up with Ross, right? And Joey backs up. He goes like, you know what? But that's also when he started falling for Rachel. You
Yeah.
gotta watch the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and you fucked up. What the fucked up part is though, NBC shoehorned Aisha Tyler in because they were getting flack about not having any black characters on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you're set in New York City, and no one's black on the show? Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure in white circles.
They were pulling a Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't. Come on now. Yeah, that's the same shit they pulled with Seinfeld. They were like,
Yeah.
bro, you had no black people on the show, and you in New York? Come on now.
See, that's what I loved about what Pop said, John Witherspoon said in Wayans Brothers.
Yeah.
Because Marlon got on a sitcom, and he said, it's on NBC. He's like, oh, you know what NBC stands for? No black comedy. And they were right. Like, after Cosby
Cosby
Show
Show?
and In the House and Fresh Prince stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Dude,
but
I don't even remember In the House. LL Cool J?
Yeah, yeah.
You
And
just
Debbie
made me
Allen.
think about it.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
anybody seen that the new Fresh Prince? It's like a drama though. It's
Not yet.
It's not a
No,
comedy.
Yeah.
no. The one on Peacock.
Yeah.
The cock.
Yeah, but no, Ross is another one. Like, I'm glad that the internet is calling them out
Yeah.
on his shit, you know, because the guy, it's like what I mentioned earlier is that the charisma of the actor and the comedy hides the darkness.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because because we've known people that have been with Ross type people,
Oh.
Yep.
straight up. And so, how we reacted to them is different to how people reacted to his character.
Fucking
in the
know
beginning.
it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of my favorite episodes when Phoebe's driving him absolutely crazy because she says that she doesn't believe in evolution.
Yeah.
He goes, you know why I can do this? Opposable thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
She's driving him bananas because she says she doesn't believe.
Speaking
and
of-
then when he finally gives in that it's a possibility that she's right, he goes, huh, glad to see that you're so quick to give up on your beliefs.
And by the way, speaking of
like she got him.
dude, you just reminded me of one of the most fucked up story arcs in that show is when Ross is dating his student, and then
You mean his 19-year-old student?
Yep, and Rachel is dating the father, Bruce
Right.
Willis. If there was any exhibit A for like how toxic that couple was, because they're fucking each other's like
Yeah.
what do you call it,
Yeah. Father and daughter.
father and daughter,
Yeah.
and they go on vacation together.
Yeah.
You know who don't do that?
Sitcom people only do that.
Oh yeah.
I knew somebody.
You knew someone that went on vacation with like parent.
They went on vacation with their ex-husband and their husband.
Wait, what?
Okay, so I knew the gentleman, the new husband. So he marries this lady, very beautiful older woman, and they go on vacation with their kids or her kids / honeymoon. And she invites the ex-husband to help take care of the kids while they're
Stop.
on.
Just
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah. But you see what I'm saying though? See,
And-
and people are
75% of the people involved were Caucasian. So
As my girlfriend sits here off mic, disapprovingly looking at them, she goes, "I ain't that kind of white people." He goes, "Normally the white people that do that either are rich and swingers or." Hey, cousin, sister.
you got poured mouth.
Hey, cousin, sister. I want you to go out there and hey, go tell daddy, uncle.
Oh man.
Ew.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, but you're right on that.
Yeah.
You know, and fun fact, I recently saw the girl that played the daughter on the show.
Oh, it wasn't Amy Smart. It was
No. It was another well-known actress. now.
She was God, what is her name?
But anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, no, Ross is a shithead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, but like they tried
Because
to
this
trick-
is why women keep leaving you, bro.
Yeah. And honestly, I hated the ending. I hated the fact that Rachel gave
They
up her
got their
dream job.
quote unquote happy ending.
Right.
He got his happy
Yeah,
ending.
exactly. It was so one-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucked over Julie.
Yep. Oh, Julie was awesome.
Yeah.
She was.
And
A
she
great-
was an innocent.
Yeah.
And he fucking fucked her over.
Yeah, and Rachel as well, because she manipulated that whole scenario.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah,
Then the girl, the British girl that married him,
dude. Okay, people not victimized, but villainized her. Saying,
bro, she should have took a hitman out on him.
Oh, totally.
You know
Which-
those two dudes that fucked him up? They were her friends.
Yeah. Oh, the rugby team.
Yeah, she should have called them back.
Oh hell, called fucking Bricktop from Snatch.
Bro,
As gritty as a pig, but no. I hated the fact that.
Bricktop. You know Bricktop though. Right?
Yeah,
I
but no,
love
that was another example of how toxic Ross and Rachel's relationship was
Yeah.
because like they always like made like the victims into the villains.
Yep.
Like they said like, oh, Emily's being unfair. She said like, I don't want you to see Rachel anymore, and they're like, oh, how could she say that? Because he said her name at their fucking wedding. Of
What the
course,
fuck? Yeah.
of course she would be she'd be hesitant to have him around her. I mean, like, what the fuck?
Dude, come on, man.
Well, first of all, that's his ex. So why would you be,
Bro, most girlfriends don't even want you to look at your ex, let alone fucking. Come
Right.
on now.
right?
Ever. Even if you didn't say their name.
And even if like they were hanging out with their ex, you would be there. It would
Like,
almost
shit.
be like a what do you call it? Shared custody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My girlfriend.
No, not
my,
shared.
my
Yeah.
girlfriend is white,
Right.
but if my ex came around, she would become part of the tribe of Stabaho.
Yeah.
Oh, your wife is part of the Stabaho tribe?
Yeah.
She's from the woods too.
Yeah.
I can't. say, but yeah.
Yeah.
The Wish of the Woods.
Oh, wish a bitch would.
Yeah.
That's a little play on words there.
She's from the tribe of Stabaho, from the Wish a bitch would.
Woods.
From the Bishop Wish Woods. There you go.
Yeah.
This should be on the shirt, not like that long ass name you got on there. Now.
Link
Wish of
shamalabading-dong.
Woods.
He goes, we are from the tribe of Stabaho. We live in the Wish a bitch woods.
It would be that old Cleveland. It would be that old Cleveland Indians looking logo, but with like with a knife, like the.
That's racist.
What?
Oh, that's racist.
Says the guy
That's
wearing the
racist.
Indian caricature.
Hey, I'm native myself. So,
but that's from
So
Massachusetts.
you're self-hate.
Yeah, but that's from
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts. You know what comes from Massachusetts, right?
White people.
Racist.
I mean, they.
What, Boston? What? I know your
Boston.
family's from there, but still. Have you been to Boston? Shit.
It's true.
Boston was
You know what,
voted,
though? I'll say
Boston
this.
was voted the most racist city in the country.
But
I
the-
learned that from Daily Show.
But this is what I learned though. They're racist, but they're equal equal
Oh, that-
hater opportunity.
bro, that don't
they
make
hate
it any-
everyone.
that don't make
you
it
know
any
who
better.
says that?
Every-
Racist.
I knew it.
He goes,
Call me
okay,
racist
listen,
then.
you can call me racist all you want, but I also hate, the chinks, the blacks,
Bro, that is-
the gays. I hate
that is-
everybody.
That is such Ed Lord shit.
Okay, so you're a racist and a bigot. My
Yeah.
bad.
Bro,
Anyway,
that's how
anyway.
it felt. Like when I going over
Anyway,
there.
that's like I'm gonna give you a classic. No, this one you brought up this show, but I think
Yeah.
honestly, I think Will on Fresh Prince was toxic.
okay, yeah.
He
Yeah.
was toxic because he comes into his family's life where they're helping him out to get his shit right,
Yeah.
and he makes his cousin feel like shit because of the way he is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
he
no,
knows
no,
he's
it's the
not
no.
like him.
Well, okay, so I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Up because I love the Fresh Prince. Grew up on it.
Good show.
Good
I'm not
show.
saying it's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
show.
yeah. However, it's that whole when you rethink your favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, looking back, Will was a
Karate
fucking
Kid.
cunt.
Yeah,
exactly.
Rick
Who's really the Karate Kid?
Will had to try to kind of black up his cousin.
Well, yeah, well, Will was no different from that what do you call it?
The
When
one dude at the
the fraternity.
Yeah.
Glenn Plummer's character.
Yep.
He was no different. And I look back at that episode. I'm like, oh, right on, Carlton. Fight for stand up for yourself.
Yep.
And Will's like trying to threaten him, like, oh, you should have said that to my cousin. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, you say that to your
He
cousin.
said,
Yeah, exactly.
My wife's name. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Right.
No, it's my thing is that Will always quote unquote stood up after the fact.
Yeah.
It was already after it was done. He learned the lesson. He was growing. Well,
Yeah.
then you're a dick.
Well, that's another
It's
thing.
like-
Well,
because it was always him having to learn the lesson, even though he was trying to make his cousin cool.
Well, you know what? I blame the writers because I realized that this about the show is that it always fell with the status quo.
Right.
Like any character development gets wiped away in the next episode.
Yep.
So that whole fraternity episode and everything with Will defending like Carlton and whatnot. After that episode, it's not like it didn't happen, and he's still making
Yeah, they
fun of
went back to
Carlton's lack of
kinda-
backless,
yeah.
Yep.
blackness. Yeah.
Yep. All right, man. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. There's a couple of other ones we got.
Hello. Ancient people sought meaning in the stars, and you do too. The stars tell you when to hunt, when to harvest, when to make war, or when to drown your children in the bathtub. Hi, this is Beatrix Fontaine. Mystic, psychic, surfer of the spiritual realm, and successful syndicated radio host. We are all on a cosmic carousel, and your horse is going up and down until the ride is over and the scary man yells at you to get off. But you still have to pay. This is the lesson for life. Call me now, 212-360-2367. I will give you a personalized automated reading. Find out if you are going to die, or make love, or die making love with a horse. Call me today. Your future depends on it, dearie.
And we're back. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. So we're talking about characters that are supposed to be loved and liked, but they're fucking just toxic. I was talking about Will Smith in Fresh Prince. Kind of was.
Yeah.
I mean, there's examples. Every Breaking Bad is another one I was thinking about.
Oh, that's the classic one.
Yeah, Breaking Bad because you're
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg.
Yeah.
He starts off as a sympathetic character because he has cancer.
Yeah.
He's going to leave his wife with nothing. He's a broke ass school teacher.
Oh, they're expecting.
They're right. And he has a son who has MS. So now, and then you're like, oh, that's fucked up. But then, actually, after the second season, you're like, I hope you die.
Yeah.
It's like you
Did you
fucker.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see the clip where it was recently, with the last few years, where they had him like waking up out of a dream, and being Heisenberg was a dream of Malcolm in the Middle
Oh,
as
Hal.
the parents.
Yeah. And
as
they actually
Hal.
had Lewis in bed.
Yeah,
with them.
yeah.
They stole that from Newhart, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they stole that from Newhart.
Hmm.
Newhart was a show that this dude owned a cabin. Bob Newhart.
Yeah.
He owned an inn in like Vermont, and after the whole series was over, he wakes up and it's all of it was a dream, and he wakes up with his wife from the Bob Newhart show,
Yeah, Suzanne Plachette.
from the original Bob Newhart show. He goes, I just had the strangest dream. I owned an inn in Vermont.
You know who also did that? Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
When his Late Late Show, when he ended his tenure on there,
Yeah.
final episode is him waking up and him in bed with him is Drew Carey.
Yep. Dallas did it first.
Oh, with
Bobby.
Yeah, Patrick
Patrick
Duffy.
Dempsey?
Yeah,
Dr. Duffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say on Married with Children they did that.
No, but
No.
Dallas did it first.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that
Yeah.
they did something
Yeah.
similar to that. Not the ending of Married with Children, but I mean like in an episode they did
but
something
anyway,
like
but
that.
going back to Breaking Bad, the reason I say this is because, and this is where he made the heel turn to me,
Mhm.
and Jesse Pinkman actually starts becoming the sympathetic character.
It was like a double turn, like Austin Hart.
Where he came in and saw Jesse's girlfriend overdosing
Oh.
in bed,
Mhm.
and she's choking on her own vomit, and he stood there and watched her die.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you haven't seen the series yet,
No.
but sorry, I'm gonna spoil that
Eh.
for you. But she gets high. Because they're high, and she vomits in her sleep. I forgot what they call it, and she starts to choke on her own vomit and exasperate. And he stands over her and
Just
watches
looking
her
at her
die.
die.
And while Jesse's drugged out on the bed next to her, but he's literally sitting there watching her choking out. And he just stands there.
See that,
And then when she dies, he just leaves.
see, that's when he fully. That's actually
He
the beginning
embraced
state.
Heisenberg.
Yeah, that was like the beginning seeds, because before that moment, like he was just a regular science teacher that's in over his head in the drug world.
His first Heisenberg moment was when he goes into the drug dealer's office and he blows them all up
yeah.
with his homemade concoction that he
Yeah,
made.
his fucking like I swear he was like a mix between
Mr. Wizard's World and
He was like a mix between Mr. Wizard's World, Superfly, and the Unabomber.
he was Bill Nye the crackhead guy.
Yeah, Bill Nye the meth guy.
So, but my thing is that's when they kind of turn, and Jesse Pinkman actually starts to become the more sympathetic character because he is struggling with his drug addiction, but he's getting deeper and deeper into the drug business because of Heisenberg, because of him.
He's pushing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, and I think that was Vince Gilligan, the creator of the show's purpose was to take this sympathetic character and turn him into a monster,
Into a villain.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because he didn't want to glamorize the drug business.
Yep.
Because a lot of movies have, well, I wouldn't say have, but inadvertently. Because
They become more like the anti-hero and people want to be like them. Oh,
Yeah.
look at Tony Montana. He made a...
And
you
then-
can't watch MTV Cribs without seeing a fucking...
and all
Yeah,
those people
poster.
missed the point
Yeah.
about what happened with Tony Montana. The reason he got killed is because he was stupid.
he dies at the end, bro.
Yeah, and also with like it's the same thing with Breaking Bad. Is that there are people like those idiot edgelords
Yeah.
that will post like Heisenberg memes on there.
Well, that's been a long running thing because going back way back, and Caesar will know what this is.
Taxi Driver.
Public Enemy #1 with James Cagney, top of the world, ma, and he gets gunned down and he goes down in a quote unquote blaze of glory, but he
Yeah.
gets shot down because he's a criminal.
Yeah.
And you remember that?
Yeah.
He's top of the world,
That's a
ma.
good movie.
Yeah,
man.
and it's while we talked about Emily with Friends,
Yep.
Skylar gets villainized.
Exactly.
She's
I
the
was gonna say,
victim.
you said Taxi Driver.
Yeah. Oh, because they missed the point about Travis Bickle as well.
Travis Bickle
Okay.
is a mentally deranged,
Yeah.
PSD-ridden Vietnam vet.
Mhm.
that
Oh
they-
no, I've seen.
Yeah.
I saw it plenty
You know
of
what I'm saying?
times.
So they think that
I stood in the mirror. You talking to me?
He's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's the coolest ever.
Yeah.
He is a murderer and wants to rape and kill a woman.
Mhm.
You sick fuck.
Yep.
And he hangs out with a 12-year-old prostitute. What about that tells you he's a good guy?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Heisenberg, Walter White is just another one of those characters.
Yep.
You know.
No, he is. I mean,
Yeah.
and we can go on and on. Like, honestly, one of the only sitcoms I think that I can see a character that's not like that. Not just mean shows, period.
Yeah.
You mentioned it, Caesar. Married with Children.
Mhm.
There isn't anybody on that show really you're like, I'm supposed to like you, but you're just a piece of shit.
Well, see, that's why I love
And
about
that's
the show.
every character.
Yeah, that's what I love
Well,
about the show.
it's
They're not
because
trying
they're
to glamorize
openly
them.
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Jim Cornette is a wrestling, old wrestling manager.
Uh-huh.
He says there's Sable, who was a wrestling, Sable, the
Brock Lesnar's wife.
I know the
Brock
name.
Lesnar's right, and
if
then
I
there was
see a picture,
Sonny.
dude.
He goes, the difference between them, that Sable was a what was it? Sa-
Undercover cunt.
She was an undercover, and then Sonny was a was it
Upfront cunt.
Upfront, yeah. So one of them was, and that's what Married with Children was.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we're all assholes. We're going to tell you that.
See,
It's like,
but here's the thing about Married with Children about the Bundys is that they had nuance to them.
Yep.
Yeah, they were shitty characters. However, they were still fight for each other.
Oh.
They were still family.
Yeah.
It was that typical family where it's like, oh, we all fuck with each other.
But you can't fuck with
But
us.
you
No,
can't fuck with us.
absolutely
Oh,
not.
especially when they get into fights. Dude, my favorite moments was when they get into the fights as a family.
Yeah.
Like that family at the park, the rich family, or when they're stuck in traffic.
Traffic, that was my
Yeah.
favorite.
Fucking Bud does the double axe handle on
Yep.
the kid.
He goes, Peg, take the wheel.
Yeah, but they were able to balance that out, like you know
Oh,
what I'm
dude.
saying. So, and I think that's what made them likable.
Let's
but the,
rock.
Malcolm in the
but-
middle when the whole family fights at the park.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
Dude, okay. Dude, it's funny. I saw a video like that. Some a TikToker made, and they're sitting there talking about their sibling comes in. Oh, hey, what are you doing here? Get the hell out of here! What's wrong with you? Oh, you look stupid. I don't like that outfit. And then their friend goes, "Yeah, you look dumb." What'd you say?
yeah.
It's like,
Excuse me?
What you say? He goes, "You don't fucking talk about them like that." But you just shut up.
but that's the same thing with like your brothers and stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Same
No,
thing
it
with
is.
my brothers. I mean, I can talk shit about them all day. Don't you say
I mean,
a word
that's
about
how
them?
I'm with like you guys, dude.
Yeah, most
They're like,
definitely.
fucking Caesar, he's an asshole. Yeah, he's an asshole. Who asked you? What'd you say?
What'd you say?
Like,
Gus?
you want to walk out of here walking or laying down? No, but there's just characters. I mean, you said Johnny from not Johnny, Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah.
From the
I don't
Karate
think
Kid.
he was the real Karate
No.
Kid.
Absolutely not.
Well, they started dissecting his character
Yeah.
like
Cobra
in the
Kai.
show. Cobra
well,
Kai.
even before Cobra Kai, How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother, Barney.
yeah.
The only good
Barney.
thing Barney ever did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get into Barney next.
Well, he's another one.
Yeah.
Well,
but-
he came up with that Johnny is the actual hero,
yeah.
you know, of,
Yeah.
of the movie. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, but it's true.
I never thought about it until I saw. I'm like, you know,
He's
what?
right.
He's
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Even
if you-
watching the movie, like, yeah, but
Yeah.
Well, so in
he took his girl.
Yeah. Well, they broke up.
Only problem with
Yeah.
Johnny was he gave into peer pressure.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, also, it was just like with JD. He didn't have a real father figure because
Right.
it was revealed in Cobra Kai that his father left him and his mom. And his mom, because she wanted to provide a good life for Johnny,
Right.
was to marry this old guy. It was Ed Asner. He played like a verbally abusive old rich guy. And so that's why, Johnny lived like a rich kid and everything. And
So
so
it wasn't his money; it was his stepfather's money.
Exactly.
Nice.
And so that's why he gravitated toward Cobra Kai and Kreese. Kreese was like his father figure. And that's why he, like, all Kreese's philosophy was embedded into Johnny. See, Johnny is a good kid. He was just at, like, piss poor father figure.
So Kreese is like the head vampire in Lost Boys,
Yeah. Oh,
and all the kids in Cobra Kai were his.
How
Edward
them worms
Herman.
taste,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly, yeah. But Caesar brought up a good point. Daniel was a dick. Like, they emphasize his dickishness in Cobra Kai because he's very successful. He owns like a chain of
Yeah,
auto,
in the first season,
they do a
car
good job of
dealerships
it,
and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And he brings back Miyagi-Do karate to counteract Cobra Kai.
Right.
And he tries.
But he didn't bring her back because he wanted to teach them.
Right.
It was just to go up against Cobra Kai.
Exactly. And people do call him
That's
out
a
on
dick
that.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, he tries so hard to be Miyagi that he misses the point because Miyagi, he didn't have any beef with Cobra Kai.
Right.
Really. He had beef with Kreese because he felt that he was a bad teacher.
Yeah.
And that the kids
That he was
were-
hurting these kids, and he did deserve better.
Right. And so Daniel just like wanted to use Miyagi as a way to counteract Cobra Kai, but he never really got Mr. Miyagi's teachings, like the nuances, which is peace, and he would still be that hothead kid from New Jersey,
Yep.
So.
Well, I mean, if you watch the movie The Karate Kid, from the very beginning, like, yeah, he's the new kid in town. It was supposed to be that typical 80s, oh, new kid in town gets bullied and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't fit in. You came in. Listen,
It's the whole Will Smith again.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, dude. Yeah. Why everybody got to change for you?
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Why is it your own? Why is it everybody's fault?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Maybe it's you.
Yeah. When you go, everybody hates me.
Then
You
know what?
want to
then
take
you're
a
the
look
problem.
at yourself.
You know what could have avoided the entire like conflict? Like what could have ended Karate Kid, the whole franchise, in 1 minute? If
He
at
got
the
shot.
beach, well, Mexicans in their shoes. But no, if he said to Ali, "Hey, let's go somewhere else. Let's not be."
Cream kick that bitch.
Right.
They came to East LA, puto.
Wax on, puto, on my lowrider.
He goes, you Karate Kid? I'm Pistol Kid. Let's see who wins.
But no, if he just said like, if he did not fight Johnny, if he
Yeah.
just said to Ali, "Hey, let's go somewhere else
Yeah.
against, let's forget this douchebag."
Yep.
The end. End
Mm-hmm.
credits.
He goes, you can have the beach.
I'll take the girl.
How you like that, beach?
An Italian kid starts speaking Mexican. And I was like, "Why are you talking like that?"
Yeah.
He goes, hey, one in LA.
When in LA.
I was
When in
born
Rome.
in East
He goes,
LA.
he could be like Miklos.
You know that dude's really Hispanic.
He's really, we talked
Yeah,
about this.
yeah. Oh yeah, you're the
He's
one
really
that
Mexican.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
He goes,
But yeah, another.
dude, we could go on for
Yeah,
days with it.
I just want to end it with it. There's this one main character I fucking hated the most, Vince from Entourage.
Oh, I thought you meant Vince Russo.
I didn't
Well,
like,
that
I
too.
don't really. I started watching it, but I don't like Turtle.
Yeah.
Why? Because he reminds you of you.
He reminds me of a lot of people I grew up
Okay,
with.
check it.
You look like Turtle.
Okay, check it. Anybody?
You like the
No,
Mexican.
not any.
you
Yeah,
like
I
the
see
you
that
like
with
the
the
Mexican
with the
turtle.
yeah with the clothes.
But no, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because
Tortuga. That's
I
what we call
hated
it.
because
that, dude.
every dude, bro, every douche canoe that thinks they're Vince,
Yeah.
they're Turtle in real life. Let's face
You
it.
want to be a Vince, but you're actually
Yeah,
a turtle.
You're actually
but
a turtle.
honestly, honestly, be a turtle, be a drama, be an E, hell, be an Ari.
Okay. On that show, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Turtle was probably the most, how I can put it,
Accurate.
Likable.
likable
Yeah.
character because he was an idiot and he did stupid things, but it was never maliciously.
Right.
He was just dumb.
Yeah,
it's just an
See,
airhead.
here's the thing. Here's why I hate Vince. Well, one, he's played by Adrian Grenier, who's one of the worst actors ever.
He's a fat skinny guy.
Yeah. No, they said that on Family Guy.
Yeah, he's got real skinny legs, real skinny arms, but he's still got a belly.
And he has
Yeah.
a fucking big ass head. He looks like if
Huge.
Dude, he is unpleasant to look like. He looks like if Muppet fucked Peter Gallagher.
Which Muppet?
Animal.
You put a Cabbage Pal head on a G.I. Joe.
No, hey, wait, Animal and who? Peter who?
Peter Gallagher.
Peter Gallagher and Animal. Who's on top?
Animal. Sandy! From the Yoda scene. But no. Now you're imagining it.
Peter Gallagher.
That's so wrong.
Animal.
Man, this is a very dark Muppets Tonight episode.
Animal looks and goes, shave your eyebrows.
Looking like Ron Perlman and fucking Quest for Fire. Man.
I heard Ron Perlman didn't need any makeup on
No.
Christopher.
Anyway.
Anyway.
But no. Okay, so the show Entourage is just like those other shows
Yeah.
with unsympathetic main characters. The show tricks you into liking them.
Right.
Because everybody keeps saying that Vince is one of the best actors of his generation. He's very likable. He's charming. He's fucking boring. He
Yeah.
has no personality.
He's plain.
He's very plain. Like here's a
They
story.
even wrote him that way in the show.
Yeah.
Like he was a doorknob. No, he was a dial tone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's an example of like where the side characters are more interesting than him.
Yep.
And also, he's a selfish dick. Like he is very inconsiderate. He really doesn't understand, and something makes me think that there's something like not there with him. He doesn't understand the gravity of the situations that he's in. Like when it comes to like movies, the dealings and everything. Like he basically his best friend is basically his babysitter.
Well, the only person who was his, I mean, supposedly all of them were his ride or die. But
Yeah.
who would do anything, fucked him over so many times, dude.
yeah.
Even
Oh,
with his
totally.
fiance, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Asked him to choose between him or his fiance.
Oh yeah, or blamed him because his indie movie not Sunset Boulevard, but Medellin,
Yeah.
bombed at the box office. It was like, no, it bombed because you suck. Like, you're gonna play Pablo Escobar? Come on.
Although Ari, I could watch Ari Gold.
Okay, I'm glad that you mentioned that because Entourage would be a better show if Ari was the main character.
Yeah, if it was just a show about his management company,
Yeah.
and his management style, it would be hilarious.
Actually,
that would be cool.
I actually had a elevator pitch for an Ari show.
Yeah.
First of all, get rid of Vince. Get rid of Adrian Grenier because he brings nothing to the
No.
show. Have Jeremy Piven as the main character.
Yep.
Have the show. Just call the show Gold. Just single
Yep.
because HBO loves those like single
no,
titles.
Ari, just Ari.
No, just Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have E as his protege because E reminds him of himself at like when he was a junior agent.
Turtle as his driver.
Well, Turtle will be his he's his driver, but also his nephew.
His wife's nephew.
His wife's nephew. You know, because
Because you only got this job because my wife owes your mother a favor.
well, it's also is that okay? He's a fuck up, but he's got potential.
He's got heart.
He's got heart. If I could steer him in the right direction, he can make something of himself.
You got moxie, kid.
Yeah. Who else? Oh, Drama would be his very first client.
Yeah.
And he still has loyalty to him, even though his career's over.
He's become the Don Swayze.
Right. But he's the reason why he has like his whole agency.
Yeah.
And so if you have it,
And I would have kept the gay assistant
kept him. Yeah.
because
But-
he was hilarious. Dude.
But also
I
get rid of the homophobia though.
No. Yeah.
Actually, have him and the actor's name is Rex Lee, I think. Have him like do their back and forth, but it's
Yeah.
not like a one-sided him yelling at him.
Yeah.
Have it to where his assistant calls him out on his
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, okay. My favorite line is he does Ari in the whole show when he tells somebody to get the fuck out, but he doesn't say get the fuck out. He goes, get the
God. Yeah, he writes it out. Get
Yeah.
the
Oh,
fuck out. Because honestly, because I watch the Ari compilations
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're their own show.
That's
the
pro-
scenes with Ari
Yeah.
can be their own show.
That's probably the best role Jeremy Piven has ever played.
yeah.
Ever.
Also, if you just focus on Ari,
Yeah.
you would actually get rid of like the misogyny and the sexism that plagued that show.
Yeah.
Because
He
Vince
was a married man.
yeah. Well, and also Vince, he was like a womanizer, which
Yeah.
I don't understand why. Oh, I know why, because he was a movie star.
It's supposed to be movies. So
Yeah. But also that led to some really misogynistic
Absolutely.
and sexist moments
Yep.
of the show. Like actresses would actually say like, it'll basically be like a playhouse
Yep.
for the actors to get them naked and
Yep.
be on there, and it would not move the story. It would not affect the plot at all.
Yep.
It was
You know
just
what-
gratuitous.
You know what the fucked up part is about that? That you know who's, and my girlfriend's gonna hate this and not shocked at all. You know whose life, quote unquote, that's supposed to be based on?
Oh yeah, Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark your mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also based on
Well, loosely.
Yeah, well, it's also
Very loosely.
Well, it's also based on the Click.
Yeah, his clique.
Well, not just
Yeah.
Marky Mark's Click, but also Leo DiCaprio, Tobey Maguire.
Right, they all came
and
up together.
Ryan Phillippe.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so back in the day, they were known as the Pussy Posse.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I had
because
heard that too.
They were the young actors. They were.
Wait,
they were
who'd you say again?
Leo,
Okay.
Tobey Maguire,
Okay.
and Ryan Phillippe. Oh, and I think Breckenmeyer was one of them. What's his face? The Travis from. Clueless.
Okay, see, I can see Leo and Ryan Phillippe being maybe ladies' men.
Yeah.
But them other ones?
Oh, dude.
Again, the show Turtle.
Well,
Yeah.
it's because
Loosely based
It's
on-
because it's it's because again they're actors.
Well, it's
'Cause-
also there was a lot of stories
how it's
about
written.
Tobey Maguire that was revealed that he was a fuckboy. back in the
Really?
day. Oh,
Toby
yeah.
Maguire.
Which is hilarious because if you look at if you
Yeah,
look at
he's
Toby,
bottom of the totem pole
yeah,
with
but
the.
if you look at Tobey Maguire, you look at him and be like, you should be on a list somewhere.
Okay, check it though.
Did you see him on
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing?
Oh
No.
yeah, he made a
Fear and
cameo.
Loathing, bro.
Wasn't he a hitchhiker?
Yeah, he was a hitchhiker, but he's
Oh.
like going. Pull up the picture,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
He's
but-
got
Yeah.
this balding,
Oh,
and he just
God.
jumps
Well,
out of the
but
car. It's
he's
freaking
Tobey
hilarious.
Maguire, when even in the first Spider-Man when he was Peter Parker at the beginning, is like you look like you would own a van with no windows.
Okay, well check it though. It's always the guys you least expect.
Right.
Like we know even in the con community
Yeah.
and all that, the most innocent looking guys could be the most predatory.
Yeah.
They could be the most deranged and
Mhm.
everything. But also, now that you mentioned the Spider-Man movie,
Yeah.
so Joe Manganiello, he had a story where Tobey Maguire was being a complete asshole on the set.
Right.
And one of the electricians goes up to Joe because they had their fight scene coming up, and he says, "I'll pay you $100 if you deck Tobey Maguire for real."
Oh shit.
Yeah. And so Joe.
And Joe Mang is twice his size. He
Oh
would've
yeah,
he
he's
would have
like
killed him.
6'5".
He would have killed him.
So Joe says in the interview, he says, "So we're getting ready for our scene. You know, Toby and I are doing the blocking and everything. And in my peripheral vision, I see the set electrician. He's plugging, doing some work, and he looks at me and goes." Does that whole nod of like the heist is about to happen and everything.
Yeah. You know
Yeah.
what's funny? That reminds me of real quick side. In the WWF, Vern Gagne, I think it was Vern Gagne. Anyway, a promoter wanted to pay the Iron Sheik $1,000 to break Hulk Hogan's leg.
Oh wow.
Yeah, to keep the title from him.
Oh crazy. I can believe that. It was a territory day,
Yep.
so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he goes, "I pay you $1,000 to break his leg."
Yeah.
And the Sheik could have
Nowadays,
done
how
it.
much money would that be?
But-
You
Probably
think?
like
But yeah,
20 grand.
But
Not
going back
worth
to
it.
Entourage, yeah, the show tricked you into trying to be sympathetic for Vince, but there's nothing to like about him. He's
Nothing.
a doorknob of a character.
Honestly, the only sympathetic character on there for me is Eric.
Yeah,
E, because he was abused by him.
Oh, yeah.
and took advantage of his loyalty.
yeah.
You
Dude,
know? That
Vin-
that he almost lost the love of his life. His
Yeah.
fiance was it Simone?
was it Emmanuel Shrieky's
Yeah.
character, the dark haired
Yeah.
from Enter the Zohan,
Yeah,
right?
the one that he ends up I think marrying.
Yeah. He almost lost her. He lost another girlfriend. What's her face? She was a short brunette girl.
I don't remember.
But yeah, but no, Vince. Like I said, Vince is narcissistic.
Yep.
He's self-absorbed. Why should we root for this asshole?
Because
honestly.
they
That's
asked
how
you
he
to.
was written.
Yeah.
Because they asked you to.
And it gets good ratings.
But anyway,
Yeah.
anybody that you can think of before we wrap it up that you really like, you sit there and you like kind of hate watch the show.
Gus. Oh, I'm sorry.
You couldn't live without me.
Yeah.
There was some movies like that.
Not in telenovela, in a movie.
There's some
Or
movies
TV show?
like that. Unbach.
Umbach?
The main
don't
character.
get started with Johnny.
Tony Jaa,
Yeah,
Really?
the endings piss me off so much.
Ong Bak, right?
Yeah,
The
The
one
end-
where he trying to save the elephants?
all three.
No,
of
that's
them.
that's Protector.
No, that's Protector. Unbach. All three of them piss me off. All the endings.
Really?
They don't make no sense, and just
Oh.
and so it makes me hate the character.
What? That's victim shaming.
That's not even what we're talking about.
I know, but that's the first thing that popped in my head. I'm like,
I was gonna say real quick.
Yo, Jay Shell was about to throw down with you. What?
I know what?
Fuck,
What? Don't you be talking about my Tony? Hold my ears.
Hold me back.
He goes, don't be talking about my little Jaja. He don't call him Tony, he call him Jaja.
Yeah.
Ja, ja.
Oh, Jaja. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'll tell you off here, but I finally watched Snake Eyes.
Oh, the G.I. Joe movie. Yeah.
It's enjoyable.
The cast was dope, but
It's one of those movies where you get to the end, you go, well, I just watched that.
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But dude, there's again, we can go on and on.
We could probably do
There's
it part 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do that. So any parting words?
Let's see. If there any was justice in this world, Gold would have been the actual show.
There you go.
Just saying. And Adrian Garnier would be fucking working at Chick-fil-A.
And me, I'm gonna tell Elliot, run, get away from him. Fuck
Take the baby and run.
fuck JD.
Take the money and run.
Things like us for hanging out. What? You was
I kind of rather like those characters. They're more real to me.
There's a reason for that.
Well, the reason, my reasoning is not one person I've ever met is just one way. You've got, as they say, the good and the bad.
No,
and-
but
and-
we're talking about that they want you to sympathize and like these characters.
Yeah, I know.
Not like the layer.
yeah, I do like them.
You would hate them in real life.
You would hate them in real life.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, most definitely.
That's what we're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh well, yeah, that's why I said your name.
Suck a dick.
Oh, I just want to say this.
Yeah.
If you like Barney from How I Met Your Mother, you're probably on a watch list. Yeah.
you
He
listen.
was enjoyable. I remember this guy quoting him like every 2 times I was hanging out with him.
At the
Yeah.
time, wait, hold
Well,
on.
he was
It's-
jerk ass Gus though.
At the time, it
Yeah,
was,
that's
at the
true.
time it was
That's
at the
true.
time it was funny. People who listen to Barney now probably listen to Andrew Tate.
It was never
Mm.
funny. It was never, Arrested Development narrator.
Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Check out our social media. The link will be in the bio. We will see you.
Pico Boulevard, Rennie's Balloon Stop, and the building next to the location. Suspects are seen climbing out of both windows, male Hispanic and a possible male black.